Genetically modified foods are products that have been genetically altered using modern biotechnology techniques to introduce desirable traits such as pest resistance, drought tolerance, or enhanced nutrition. Instead of traditional crossbreeding, GMO technology involves directly modifying an organism's DNA by inserting genes from another species. This practice is most commonly applied in staple crops like maize, cowpea, soybeans, and cotton. With global food demand expected to rise by 70% by 2050, experts believe GMO foods may offer essential solutions, particularly for climate resilience, malnutrition, and food insecurity in Africa.
Crops are generally improved to achieve certain purposes. One of them is to increase yield, which is very important. Then second, to have tolerance or resistance to biotic that are living organisms or abiotic or non-living organisms that hampers crop yield. Take for instance diseases. There are many diseases that people know that crops are being affected by diseases.
The National Biotechnology Research and Development Agency is a key driver of GM crops in Nigeria, and the agency is assuring citizens of the safety of the products.
The plant, they are saying that if you replant it, it is not going to reproduce because it's one chance. No, that is not true. What you need is that if you plant it, the yield is not going to be the same as the first planting, and it continues to deplete. And that is reality in everything.
In Nigeria and other African nations, GMO adoption has been met with both optimism and skepticism. Farmers and residents of Kano also have varied opinions regarding the adoption of GM seeds, especially that of Tela maize, which was officially released on January 11, 2024.
I would rather stick to the seeds I know. This one is entirely new to us. I actually need more yield, so I will try this new seed and I will see.
The big one is more preferable and it's more nutrient to the body. You understand? If you put it in fire, in some minutes it will be done faster than these new beans. You understand?
I prefer our traditional beans to this new one because it's something I don't know.
The Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare has announced plans to strengthen regulatory measures on genetically modified crops by ensuring mandatory labeling, traceability, and strict compliance with safety standards to promote transparency and public trust. However, a tour of seed vendors in Kano discovers that the only label most seed packs is hybrid.
The companies now, they are the ones that are directly related to the farmers. The farmers, those authentic companies, genuine companies, that they are the ones that farmers know. They are the ones that are selling the certified seed to the farmers. So they have to liaise with these companies to do certain demonstration plots inside the farmer's own farm. The farmer has his own farm. So whatever you bring new, you have to carry it alongside with the variety that the farmer has been cultivating for a long time, whether it is fertilizer, whether it is agrochemicals, whether it is seeds, so as to prove yourself.
After several appointments and endless waiting for Kano government position on GMOs, the State Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Danjuma Mahmoud, eventually declined to speak to Channel's TV crew. However, a family physician at the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Kano, highlights some of the health concerns about the consumption of GM crops.
Some of the concerns are there's issue of maybe allergy, maybe some of the components in the substances. Some of our people, the humans, can react to them. they can have allergic reactions when they consume them.
Agricultural scientists are warning that the failure of Nigeria to invest in seeds, research and development could leave the country heavily dependent on food importation, which could open the door for GM foods to flood the Nigerian markets. Abubakar Salihu, Channels Television News.